My first hypothesis is about water pressure. There are three different ways to measure this. The first way is to measure the height. So, the height from the first hole to the top of the water bottle is 8 centimeters, whereas the height from the top of the bottle to the bottom hole is 17.5 centimeters. So, there is more water exerting pressure on the bottom hole than the top hole. So my second hypothesis is about measuring the volume of water. This is a 2-liter bottle and I want to measure how much volume there is from the first hole to the top of the bottle and from the bottom hole to the top of the bottle. So, okay, now let's measure. This is 300 milliliters of water. 300 plus an additional 100. So this means 400 milliliters is above the first hole. Okay. Now let's measure how much water is above the second hole. So the water level hasn't reached the bottom hole yet, but I'm already going to measure it because my container is full. 300 milliliters. Another 300 milliliters, so now it's 600 ml. And now let's put back the remaining. Now as you can see, the water level is still the bottom hole. Okay, another 300 milliliters, so now there's 900 ml and 50 ml. But we also have to total the amount of volume from the bottom hole, from the top hole to the top of the bottle. So 400 plus 950 ml is 1.35 liters. So 1.35 liters is above the top hole and only 400 milliliters is above the bottom hole. So this shows that the water exerts more pressure on the bottom hole than the top hole. So now I have filled up the bottle again and I am going to proceed to my third test of how to measure it. So in this I will open the holes and water is going to flow out and I am going to measure how far the water goes. Okay. Alright, the water fell about 9 inches in the top hole. Now let's test the bottom hole. Okay, the bottom hole's flow has gone till 11 inches. This clearly shows that the water exerts more pressure on the bottom hole and less pressure on the top hole. Now let's put our hypothesis to action. I am going to open both these holes and water is going to come out of them, spinning the turbine. Now, as you see, when I spin the turbine, this tape also rotates. We are going to count how many times this turbine makes a full revolution and in 10 seconds, and that will be our result. So let's start.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The turbine completed 6 whole revolutions from the water exerted by the top hole. Okay. Now I am going to open the bottom hole.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
The turbine spun 11 times from the bottom hole and 6 times from the top hole.